Hey Dad, it's Sunday. You're going on a big trip to New South Wales. What are you doing there?
Hey, Sunday Arvo, this is the hustle you don't see. So you want to create circular. Working week starts now on Sunday, not Monday morning at 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. We're at it from Sunday afternoon. If you want to create the circular economy, you got to be out chasing it. So massive week ahead. Visiting customers and suppliers to find more plastic to put into more local manufacturing here in Australia. Have a great week. Ours starts now. Morning team, just ripping out the singlets this morning. Okay, check this out. So we roll around here. Righto. New South Wales road trip kicks off. Coffs Harbour Airport. Just picked up my lost luggage. Big morning this morning. We got up at 4:30, went for a walk. We'll put up some photos of where we went. Amazing place, beautiful city. What's the time? It's what, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. We got to get to Tamworth tonight via a couple other stops. So at the airport, time to rocket out of here.
35 degrees.
35 degrees. What else, Big Johnny?
We've got a big day looking at plastics, ready to roll.
We've already done one site visit. So we did a site visit between 7:30 and 8:30. So we've already got that out of the way. And yeah, now it's off to a pretty big dairy manufacturer.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you got there? Right, so just inspecting some EPS here, and we've got a label in there. So that's some of the things that Josh is going to be inspecting when he's looking at your EPS. Sticky tape and paper labels, and also, as you can see from this block, discoloured on one side because it's been out in the sun. Roll it over, actually looks quite white. That can affect the price of EPS. So storing inside is quite important, or storing out of the sun can affect the value. Hey everyone, so we've just stopped in Armidale, visit a couple of suppliers here, and just done a tour of a MRF. So again, looking at the feedstock, the contamination that might be in bales, and really trying to help the people that are running the MRF make the best decisions to make the best commodities. Righto, so we're out in, what's the name of this place, Josh? Uralla. It's a pretty barren place, and Josh has stumbled across a supplier here who definitely has some of the plastic that we're after. So we're just out here doing an inspection. They've got milk bottles, PET bottles, lots of colour bottles, drums. So I'll just swing around behind me here. You can see Josh just in the background there, just doing an inspection. Righto, 4:45 in the afternoon on Monday afternoon. You just roll around behind me. Yeah, we've got to Walker quite late in the afternoon. We've got to get across to Tamworth, so pretty massive day. And we've got here, after they've shut this country facility, we're going to have a look at the commodities that are just over my left shoulder. So this is the hustle. 4 a.m. start. It's now 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Last site visit for the day, and our goal here is to get as many of the commodities as we can for our local manufacturing partners. What did you learn about being on the road today?
It's all about hustle and bustle.
Hustle and bustle. Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. Just going for a quick spin. Josh wants to see the big guitar. Ding 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 ding. Being Tamworth.
And a couple of double espressos.
Off to the local recyclers here, which is run by a disability organisation, and then scoot over to up to Gunnedah and keep on mouldering. Pretty big day today, actually, once we finish it.
Yeah, another 500 Ks, I reckon.
500 Ks. So
another 500 tonnes of plastics that we can recycle.
500 tonnes, I don't reckon. Did we see 500 tonnes yesterday?
I reckon.
You reckon?
There was a lot of OCC.
Yeah, a lot of cardboard. A lot of people hanging on to cardboard. Can't get transport, don't know why. Maybe need to get onto us and find out how they can help shift it around the country. Talk soon. Check you later. About 10:30 in the morning on Tuesday, so we've now just finished a site inspection at the Gunnedah Community Recycling Centre. It's a disability enterprise, so a lot of people here with disabilities that work on the line picking all the different commodities off, and I've got to say these guys have got some really clean products, being drums, milk, PET. They actually care about it here. They built this MRF. How long ago did Mick say to them?
20 years ago.
20 years ago. Yeah, it's a great little facility. It's got a weighbridge. Also, just picking up the New South Wales EPA. They're spending a lot of money on these regional community recycling centres. They're actually putting some good infrastructure in.
And it's actually a good sign where they've got the touch and feel. The community actually see what's happening with their recyclables. I think in the metro areas, a lot of people throw it in the bin and they don't know what's happening. It's a misconception of where it goes.
Yeah, I think there's some massive lessons that we can take from regional Australia and put them into metro areas where people have to segregate when they go in there. I know there's some of it happening, but not at this level.
Not at this level.
Yeah. It's 2:55 and we've got to get ourselves up to Inverell. It's a beautiful mountain range that you've got to that we'll go through to get over towards Inverell. So I don't know, we're going to get there at 5 o'clock. Peace out. See you in Inverell. Woo! Righto. So in Australia, on the road. So I'm just going to flip around. Josh is driving. Main road. Here we go, guys. We got cows alongside the side of the road.
42 degrees.
42 degrees.
Yeah, 42
degrees, and we got cattle along the side of the road. That's where we are, grinding out the hustle.
Taking it easy though. Not driving like I stole it. Simon put some 98 in the Camry, so we got a little bit more extra power.
The 98 octane went in the fuel tank. Seems to have made a really big performance difference.
It doesn't have brakes like the Audi.
I talk about the drought and water. A lot of the paddocks around here are really, they don't even have any grass cover. So it's quite important. We also try and show everyone a little bit about that from the middle of Australia. Anyway, talk soon. Out in central New South Wales, it's about 45 degrees and it's as dry as a dead dingo's donger. He ain't getting out of the car. He's staying where the air conditioning is. But I just want to show you, it is so dry out here. We got some nice cattle behind us here, and I mean they're searching for a cool spot as well. But man, it is so dry out here. Hey buddy, how you going? Driving through Glen Innes. No, Inverell. It's been a long day.
Fucking delirious.
So one extreme to another, super dry, and now it looks like we've got a bit of a thunderstorm coming through on the way from Inverell over to Glen Innes.
She's dropped from 45 to 26 degrees.
45 down to 26. A few wind towers up on the hill there. So yeah, we've gone from very dry to actually starting to get quite damp. So we've gone from 45 degrees. What did you say?
21 now.
21?
Yeah.
Wow. Massive lightning, and this is what we're driving into now.
Oh, I hear that thunder.
This could be drought-breaking rain. Maybe it's drought-breaking rain. Hope it is. You bringing my bags in, mate? Hey, bring my bags in, will you? So here's the digs for tonight. Whew, nice little romantic 2-bedroom apartment. Josh can get in there and cook me some bacon. Just trying to knock out a fair bit of work actually. So we spent all day driving, and visiting suppliers obviously, and went and visited a customer as well and had a look at a few things there. But you know, you spend all day 8 hours or 9 hours, 6 hours in the car, and then when you get back you still got stuff to do. So we'll probably be up till 10 or 11 o'clock getting done what we've got to get done. So I booked this accommodation, and poor old Josh, he's behind me over there. We've got no curtains so the whole street can see straight in. So it's lucky I was a builder, and it's lucky Josh, his dad, was a builder as well. So I'm going to leave it to him to put this curtain up. So some of the stuff we do is reviewing material when we get back to the office or at our hotel. So Josh just got to pick on his screen here. I just want to show you something here. So just reviewing some bales and milk bottles, and as you can see there, we've got contamination with some of the Colonel's finest in there. So everything that we do is about cleaning up the material, so the manufacturers that we work with, local Australian manufacturers, can use all of that product and they don't end up with waste residue in their facilities. So again, maximising the value at the first point where we can. Okay, Wednesday morning, first stop of the day is the Glen Innes Community Recycling Centre. So Big Josh just behind me getting ready. So we'll talk to you once we step out of here. Got another good little community recycling centre. So regional New South Wales, the EPA's spent a lot of money on all their regional, they're called community recycling centres. And what they've done is they've spent a lot of money and created spaces for segregation. Every single one of them's got it. I just want to pan out here as we drive past. So, you know, you can see they've got a spot for smoke detectors, fluoro globes, household batteries, car batteries, water-based paints, oil-based paints, motor oils, other oils, gas bottles, fire extinguishers. And then they obviously take all the plastic out of the curbside system. So I just want to give a big tick to the EPA in New South Wales. They've really set up their community recycling centres extremely well, and it's something that I haven't seen in a lot of metro areas. So well done, New South Wales EPA. Good investment in infrastructure, particularly in regional New South Wales.
Simon and I have drank about 24 bottles here. We've got some Asahi bottles. They're probably the best water. $7.20, half price. We're actually going to go use the return and earn because Simon hasn't seen how it works. Tom wrap. I just want to zoom in on that. It's just a little tom wrap, barcode. Come over. Scan it. And we just put them in like this. Very easy. Good for the kids. That goes up a chute and then gets sorted at the end. So what you're going to do, don't know who needs to be on this, you have to blow them up like that, okay? Then they work. Then you know they don't go to landfill. Okay. So Simon, don't crack your bottles. If you don't have the app, you can just donate and you'll get a ticket. Because I've got an app, I've just made $1.30 PayPal, goes straight to my account.
Happy days.
Happy.
So population at Tenterfield is how many?
Not sure, mate.
So he hasn't even done the work. He doesn't even know the population. This is typical of this whole week. No, he's actually got an awesome job on the facts. If anyone's bad on the facts, it's me. But look, little country town again. Yeah, we'll see what these guys are doing up here. No doubt they've got really good segregation. I'll be shocked if they don't, because every other place has. So salad crop growers, strawberry growers, berry growers, they generally grow their crops on the ground. They normally lay subsoil irrigation, and it's so that they can penetrate over a period of time, obviously. Behind me is some of the plastic waste that comes out of that industry in particular. So let's have a look. Some people are really good at pulling up the dripper tape, as it's known. Companies like Nestim make dripper tape, and they actually have a take-back program. So this is the dripper tape here. You can see it's quite clean. So you know, if you think of all hilly areas around Australia where there's lots of strawberries grown, lots of berries grown, lots of salad crops, things like lettuce. Dripper tape is often used there. So what they do is they put the dripper tape under the ground, they put sand over it, and then it's normally got a piece of plastic, a very thin sheet of plastic, which then sits over the top of that, and it's all to keep the moisture in the ground there. Some places will roll up the dripper tape with that sheet of plastic and essentially make both of those commodities unusable. The plastic wrapped up with the dripper tape means it's got to be separated, and I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's a big problem to fix it. So if you are growing salad crops and you can separate out your dripper tape from the thin plastic that you put on the top, there is a very good chance that you'll be able to recycle that dripper tape, and obviously keep it nice and clean. It might mean that you have to pass over the fill twice. So you might pass over it once to pull up all the plastic and roll that, and then you need to pass over a second time to make sure you're pulling up that dripper tape on its own. So I just wanted to show everyone what dripper tape looks like and the types of agricultural industries it does come from, and we do use hundreds of tons of it right here in Australia. So we're on the road between Stanthorpe and Warwick. Just been talking about when you're on the road for a few days pretty heavily, you kind of lose track of time. It's only Wednesday morning. It feels like we've been doing this for a whole week. Yeah, enjoying the drive. Plenty of things to see. Using the time to knock out a lot of phone calls to a lot of customers, and just a bit of a catch up in general. The thing about plastic recycling is, when we talk to pallet manufacturers and freight companies, you start to get a bit of an idea for where the economy's at, and a lot of them are saying it's quite slow, which is traditional for January. So it'll be interesting to get their perspective again, maybe by about mid-February, and just to see where the economy's going. But certainly in regional Australia, the implications of the drought are being felt around the place. You hear a lot about it.